Now then, in this video we're going to look at 3 down jackets suitable for summiting Everest. If you've decided that for your summit attempt you want to take a down jacket and down trousers or salopettes as opposed to a full down suit, this is our recommendation of PhD equipment that is suitable for the Everest summit. We're going to look at 3 down jackets, and we're also going to look at their paired up down trousers or down salopettes that are suitable to go with them. We've got 3 jackets that are recommended, ranging from the warmest to the lightest, and we're going to take a look at the details of each of those. Let's make a start by having a look at the Amiga. The Amiga is the warmest of the lot. It's actually got a typical operating temperature of -55. It's an incredibly warm piece of equipment, and if you're the sort of person that is really vulnerable to the cold, you might be of a very slight build and you need that extra insulation, then the Amiga jacket is really worth looking into. It's actually the warmest piece of equipment we've ever built, and possibly the warmest jacket in the world. Very warm. It's been used for Everest expeditions a great deal. It's been used on the 8,000 meter peaks. It's also been used for polar expeditions as well. It was the jacket selected by Ranulph Fiennes when he wanted to attempt the coldest journey in the world, which was to cross Antarctica in the middle of winter. Really cold conditions, and the Amiga jacket, after several tests of several different pieces of equipment, the Amiga was the piece that he decided to equip his team with. Now, it's an unusual piece of equipment. Not only is it exceptionally warm, but it's also unusual that it's fully covered in a waterproof shell. So it's a down jacket with a fully taped waterproof fabric shell over the top of it. You can see all these seams here. They've all been taped to really protect that, and it makes it a very protective piece of equipment. Of course, it's being used by researchers as well, or camera crews working in Antarctica, where they have to settle down and film animals and so on for long periods of time, and they're really vulnerable to the cold and the conditions. So the Amiga is perfect for that sort of thing. Let's have a quick look at it. It's a full-length expedition jacket. It comes right down onto your hips. It's got an elasticated hem, lock-down cuffs on the sleeves, a high down-filled collar, fleece-lined and down-filled, and a full-on expedition helmet hood. That's adjustable. That can be really locked down. It's got a wired peak, and it can be really closed down in really nasty conditions. Let's just have a look at the details. It's got 2 chest pockets on it, high level above the harness level, insulated with fleece, and perfect, quite large, perfect for things like mitts and food and that sort of thing. Let's have a look under the front of this jacket. We've got another pocket there. It's a map pocket, and if we open the jacket up, we can show you. It's got water bottle pockets on the left and the right. Of course, the water is very vulnerable to freezing, and dehydration is a real problem on these long days. Everest summit day is a very long day, and dehydration is a real concern. So we've got 2 pockets here, big enough for 2 litres of water. Each pocket will hold a 1 litre Nalgene bottle. You'll see inside the jacket it's got an elasticated back on the inner of the jacket, and that's to pull the down in around your body. If the down drapes close to your body form, you really get the maximum warmth out of it. So that's the Amiga jacket, full length, an incredibly warm piece of equipment. -55 degrees centigrade is the typical operating temperature. Let's just have a look at the salopettes. These are Amiga salopettes. We make trousers as well, Amiga trousers. Again, they're down-filled trousers, but with a shell, a waterproof shell over the top of them. We've got a fly on the front, a baffle over a fly. We've got a pocket on the chest of the salopette. Easy access, really good for stashing kit, and of course very insulated. If it's underneath the jacket, really warm. The back of the salopette is high to really stop cold air getting in around your waist and your kidneys. So really effective piece of equipment, down filled all the way up the back and all the way up the front. So a very nice piece of equipment. Elasticated around the waist, and we've got full length zips down the sides of each leg, covered with a baffle, and a two-way zip and an under baffle underneath it, an insulated under baffle underneath the zip and an insulated over baffle over the top of the zip. The zips on these are inverted upside down, so to take them off, you take them off at the waist, not at the ankle. Much more convenient to do so. Okay, so that's the Amiga Salopettes suitable to go with the jacket. Okay, so that's the Amiga. It's the heaviest of the lot. It's rated at -55, and certainly for Everest, if you really need that extra warmth, if you are very slight build, or if you're attempting Everest without the use of oxygen, you need more insulation. Your body's colder, of course, so you do need a warmer piece of equipment. So the Amiga is a very suitable piece of equipment to cover that sort of base. Let's go one down and look at the Xero. Now the Xero is a high altitude expedition piece of equipment, quite a bit lighter than the Amiga, and it's got a typical operating temperature of -40. Let's just have a look over it. It doesn't have a waterproof shell. You don't generally need it, do you, in these very low temperatures, but it's very useful if you're vulnerable to changing weather or vulnerable to wet storms. High altitude use, generally you don't need it. So the Xero is a very good choice. It's been used a great deal on Everest and Vinson and those sorts of trips. It's a full-on expedition jacket. It's very long, elasticated round the hem to really pull it in and stop cold air getting inside. A velcroed cuffs and a high collar again. Why do I keep talking about these points? This is where cold air can get in. So it's very important, the design of the jacket, to really prevent cold air getting inside the clothing. We've got a double storm baffle on the front, insulated, full length two-way zip, and inside again 2 large water bottle pockets. Both of those will carry a 1 litre Nalgene bottle, and elasticated inside round the back of the waist there, just to pull this garment in to get the absolute maximum you can get from the insulation. Again, it's got a large helmet hood. These hoods, all of these jackets have a very large helmet hood. Heavily insulated, box wall insulation, of course. All of these jackets are box wall construction for maximum warmth. And these helmet hoods really lock down, very insulated around the face. We've got elasticated cord adjustments with cord locks to really close down that hood. Wired peaks, and of course a volume adjuster on the back. All of these jackets are the same. They've all got helmet hoods. They can be removed. These hoods can be taken off, so if you don't want a hood, or if the weather's great and you just don't want the hood around you, they can be zipped off. Okay, so that's the Xero, rated at -40. It's been a very, very popular choice for Everest. Let's just have a look at the Salopettes. We do Salopettes and trousers. They've got braces on them to hold them up, a high down-filled front and a high down-filled back. Side zips all the way down, so they can be put on or taken off without the need of removing crampons or something like that. They've got an insulated pocket at the front, which is really superb for stashing kit. A really good stash pocket, that one. We also make down trousers if you prefer. Those have braces on as well. Okay, so that's the Xero. That's a very popular choice, been used a great deal, and we've a lot of clients that have used the Xero jacket and trousers for their summits on things like Denali, Everest and Vincent and so on, that sort of type of mountain, and the 8,000 metre peaks. One of the things to say about jacket and trousers is if you're going this route, it's worth looking into a full windsuit as well. Now we make a couple of sets of windsuits. We make the Amiga wind shell and the Xero wind shell. They can be cut either to go over the top of your down clothing or to just go over the top of fleece layers or mid layers to go underneath the down clothing. But the key thing is there to really cut out that wind. In these very low temperatures, wind chill is a severe problem, so really a windsuit is worth consideration if you've split your system into jacket and trousers. Okay, let's have a look at the lightest and the latest of our designs. It's the Denali jacket. Now, really are talking lightweight equipment here. This is a K-series product. It's made in very lightweight fabrics and it's filled with 1000 fill power down. Now, 1000 fill power down is the best down in the world. It's the highest quality down in the world, and you get the maximum loft from this down. And that is a major detail in us getting this very, very lightweight equipment. And we're the only company using 1000 fill per down on expedition equipment. So we are making it incredibly lightweight expedition gear. It's made in ultra shell, a very, very lightweight outer fabric. The inner is 10x fabric, a 10 denier fabric, and the lightweight fabrics work beautifully with 1000 fill power down because we're trying to get the maximum loft out of that down that we can. So the lighter the fabric, the better. A heavy fabric squashes it, so you're really looking for lightweight fabrics. Let's just have a look at the features of the Denali. Again, it's an expedition cut of jacket. It's full length, comes right down onto the hips. We've got cord lock adjusters around the hem to really cinch it down to stop cold air getting in. Cuffs, full Velcro on the cuffs, and again a high filled down collar, fleece lined and down filled to really seal in around your neck to really stop cold air getting in. We've got a full size helmet size hood, fully adjustable, wired peak and adjustable cords around the front, volume reducer on the back, and it can be removed, it can be zipped off if you don't want it on. Now let's just have a look at the features on this jacket. We've got insulated pockets on the waist and on the chest here. Now these are fully insulated by the down, so effectively when you put your hand inside them, it goes underneath the down into the inside of the garment. And that really makes these pockets warm because your body heat warms that pocket. Same on the chest, they're insulated by down, and that really makes for a very, very good pocket for insulation, and that really plays into the hands of people that want to have a smartphone or a camera in their jacket ready to use. It really helps with keeping battery equipment warm. It extends the life of the battery. So these insulated pockets are really great. We've got a volume reducer on the waist just to pull it in. And let's have a look inside. We've got an insulated over baffle, two-way zip, and then let's have a look at the inside. We've got two pockets. One of them is the water drop-in water bottle drop-in pocket, elasticated, big enough for a 1 litre Nalgene bottle. And this pocket here is a security pocket, so it doubles up for two jobs. It's big enough again for a full 1 litre size Nalgene bottle, but it's also zipped, so if you wanted to put something in there like a camera or something else that you really didn't want to be dropping in any way, or you just wanted a very good secure pocket, then that one is inside, fully insulated of course, underneath the down of the jacket, right next to your body. So very, very warm pocket and a security pocket. Again, you can see this elastication, lightweight shearing elastication on this down inner, and it's designed to pull the down closer to you so the down really drapes around your shape. Okay, so that's the Denali jacket. It really is the lightest of the high altitude jackets that we make. Very, very interesting piece of equipment. Typical operating temperature of minus 38 degrees centigrade, so absolutely perfect for Everest summit and these high altitude 8,000 metre peaks particularly. He's been used a great deal actually on polar trips as well. Lou Rudd took one of these in his successful attempt at crossing Antarctica solo, and he really wanted to go as light as he possibly could to really give him a good chance of success on that trip. So he successfully crossed Antarctica solo, and for his jacket for that expedition he chose the Denali jacket. Let's look at the back of it. So, beautiful piece of equipment, incredibly light and incredibly warm, really nice. Now, let's look at the Denali trousers. The Denali trousers also are very unique. They're incredibly light. They've been designed as light as possible. They don't have braces on them because they don't need them. They're so light, you don't need braces. Now, that plays into our hands for fast and light expeditions. Very useful, because one of the things is if you want to put these on if you've not got them on and you decided to put them on during the summit attempt, there's no braces that need fitting or adjusting underneath the jacket, so they're very quick to put on. They've got a full length two-way zip down the side of each leg, and they're inverted, they're upside down, these zips, so they come apart at the top. Over the top of the zip they've got a velcroed tab, so they're very easy to put on. Actually, if you're trying to put them on and you've got crampons on, you can put the trousers around your waist, close the tab, and they're held in place. Do the same to the other side, and the trousers are in place then for an easy and fast attachment of the zip. So very good to put on and very quick to take off as well. If you want to take them off, no braces to sort out, unzip them from the bottom to the top, and off they can come. They're a K-series product, filled again with this beautiful 1000 fill power down, ultra shell outer, 10x inner, no fly, you don't need to fly. They're very easy to get on and off. If you need to go to the loo, they're very easy to deal with. So really a lightweight piece of equipment. So that's the Denali trousers. We don't make Salopettes for this set. The trousers are designed to be quick to get on and off, and Salopettes aren't usually that. So we've just made trousers for the Denali set. So that's the Denali jacket and trousers. Let's just have a look at the full set of clothing now and just discuss who would use what. The Amiga, the warmest of the lot, minus 55, and that's absolutely perfect for people that are very light build, for instance, and they really need that extra warmth. But also possibly if you're not using oxygen, then the Amiga set is really of interest to you. And of course, if you're going to do any of these summits, Everest or any of the other 8,000 meter peaks in winter, the Amiga really is very, very interesting piece of gear. The middleweight one of the lot is the Xero. The Xero jacket's been used a great deal on these high altitude summits already. Significantly lighter than the Amiga, and it's rated at minus 40. And then of course the lightest of the lot and perfect for fast and light expeditions is the Denali. Rated at minus 38, so really good for the summits, and perfect because of its weight. It really is of interest to those people that want to go fast and light. Let's have a look at the weights. The Amiga, if you go with Amiga trousers along with Amiga jacket or use Amiga Salopettes, you're into the area of about 2.5 kilos of gear there. If you look at the Xero jacket and Xero trousers, you're in the area of about 2 kilos. And if you look at Denali with its trousers, you're not much more than a kilo for the full set. About 1.1, 1.2 kilos, that sort of area, depends on your size. I'm quoting weights for medium-sized kit. But the Denali at about 1.1, 1.2 kilos, absolutely incredibly light piece of equipment. So there we are, 3 different jackets suitable for Everest summits. Okay, cheers.